What we're going to do at all these Axis community events this year is we're going to launch a new course each event, and we're just going to have 5 or 10 minutes with Paul Truby. And this guy here, I don't know whether you recognise, is officially the king of the geeks. But at the Axis community events, he was voted almost unanimously.
And the second best beard.
Only the second best beard, which I found very disappointing. But he's going to be here to just give us 5 or 10 minutes about two courses we're quite excited about. In the past, what we've always done in terms of courses to do with e-commerce is we've always just done stuff that was aimed at techies. So if you wanted to learn MySQL and PHP and ASP and some of the sort of heavy-duty scripting languages, we could do that. We've done that for a long time. But what we haven't had is anything that's really usable for an entrepreneur who wanted to get into selling online very quickly without really knowing or needing to know much of that sort of depth. And Paul's come up and developed what look like 2 fantastic courses for us. Anyway, Paul, come and tell us about the courses.
And we came up, I think, with 3 different sorts of people that we think we might be talking to. First, there's the person who says, I've got a website, it's got just a limited number of things that I want to sell, I don't know, a few tens, perhaps 100, something like that, and I'd like to be able to sell them online as simply as possible. I don't want to get involved in spending lots of money, I don't want to get involved in learning lots of new languages, I just want to get it done simply and easily. That's our first target. Our second target person that we're thinking about is someone who says, I'm a bit more advanced than that. I've actually got a whole catalogue of things that I'd like to be able to sell via my website. I'm prepared to put a bit of work into it, but I don't want to get all technical about it. I'm not a techie. I don't want to start learning new programming languages, databases, etc. So that's our second sort of person. And then finally, there is the person who says, I want to be able to offer shopping carts as part of the websites that I produce. I am prepared to get fairly technical. I'm prepared to learn languages, and I want to go the whole way with it and be able to offer these things on the sites that I create. And so we've thought through dividing things up into those 3 different levels of working with e-commerce builder. And we've come up with 3 different packages to meet those needs. For the first group, the people who just want something very simple, we've preparing this course called Adding a Basic Shopping Cart. It's a 3-day course, 3 days spread over 3-week period to give you time to work in between. And it enables you to incorporate into an existing site a shopping cart and checkout based on PayPal. For the second group, we've created a course called Advanced Shopping Cart Integration. That's rather longer. It takes 5 days. And for that, you get a full searchable catalogue on your website, together with shopping cart and checkout. However, all the programming has been done for you. So you don't need to learn the details of any programming languages. It's all produced in a modular format so that you can incorporate the modules into your web pages simply by knowing basic HTML and web page construction. And then for the third group, the other geeks, perhaps I'd like to say, or would-be geeks. No, can you be a would-be geek? I'm not sure that you can. We put together, at the moment, there are 2 courses. There's Introduction to PHP Programming, which Bjorn is doing. In fact, I think he's starting on Thursday for the second time round with that course. It's a 5-day course, and that takes you through the basics of probably the most widely used programming language for e-commerce on the web. And then come May, I'm starting a 3-day course on MySQL databases, which is, I suppose, the other main element that you would need to put those 2 together to be able to create online shopping facilities. In summary, 2 courses, adding a basic shopping cart, using a third-party shopping cart from PayPal. Very simple, very easy to follow through, and simply plug the shopping cart into your website. Advanced shopping cart integration, you're provided with modules written in PHP and MySQL that will enable you to integrate the shopping cart right into your website with search. And finally, just a quick reminder, if you actually want to go the whole way and start learning programming yourself, PHP and MySQL courses starting this week and in May.